So, how is everybody today? Must been sin. Must have gone comfy. Like yawn. Or some shit like that. Don't expect me to know how my own body works half the time. But games we right. So I've been a bit busy off stream. Oh yeah, we're playing Monster Hunter, by the way, if you yeah. And I've been I did some off-stream grinding as I usually do with Monster Hunter. And I made I got some new armor and a new weapon. Yes, it's a lance. But considering some of the monsters you fight in the M3 star stuff, having a shield isn't the worst thing in the world. Or using your own old reliable here ain't a terrible idea. Still plan to use other weapons cause, well, once we do get to the M4 star stuff, especially like once we done the mid rank urgent, because I believe for the 4-star stuff there's more than one of those. I think there's 2? Yeah, 2. That's where they start throwing flagships at you, and that's a point where, well, I obviously want to farm up some, well, our whoever-ish weapon. Time to go. And no, I have not done the high rank Camilio Sergeant yet. I kind of want to get to the 4-star rank stuff first, and then just sort of double back and then just tackle them. And maybe just have a stream to tackle them, cause there are quite a few. Oh, yeah. Why am I yawning so much? Anywho, as for Sunbreak stuff, yeah, go on to the M3-star stuff. This is kind of weird because of some of the monsters that get put in it. You have Gosharag, Barioth, a new monster, and, well, a returning monster I should say, and fucking Almudron. And I wasn't kidding about a fun fact on the start screen. the next lot of key quests in this here does include Magnum Arlo. For some goddamn reason. For now, I want to fight the giant crab. Or really anything. None of these are particularly much of an issue, I feel. You know what I mean? Like, Almudron's annoying to deal with. That's just how it is. Arioth, will outpace you with any weapon type. Maybe not dual blades, but or Rise gun lance, because gun lance in Rise is fucking ridiculous. All the other monsters are just alright. Oh yeah, another monster that would typically be in the 7-star high rank stuff that's in this tier. Fucking Ragnar Kadaki. So if you wanted to get well, to be honest, you're kind of spoiled for choice when it comes to fire weapons. Like, you got the Agneson one, very early on. The then you got trying to think what it is in the Anjanath. If you really want to go down that route, not in. Fuck is it? Dude? Oh, was he waiting for the other person? I think. Okay, now they're moving. Anywho, yeah. I did some grinding and stuff in between, well, since last, Riot stream. Got, the, Master Rank Kimura Lance. And some armor. Well, and some new armor. The set I'm sort of working with here is latent power and level 6 crit eye. So it's a very basic crit build. Like, if I actually had what the this fucker's giving me a bit of a run around, ain't it? There you are. Oh shit. Oh, big shit. No, believe it or not, I was actually fighting one of these guys last night. Cause one of the follower quests is you and one of the NPCs, Sir J, up against one of these. And I was doing that with Surge/Greatsword. And yeah, that actually wasn't that bad. Of course, it goes a hell of a lot better with Lance, because you can just counter everything. Yeah. The armor set, like I said, is 6 level 6 crit eye, full latent power, so it's kind of a crit build. There's no sharpness skills on it, so that's an issue. But I am using the Garangolm waste, which has a skill on it called Spirit Bird's Call. Basically, it'll call Spirit Birds to my location, like that, for every either 30 seconds or a minute or so, for like 15 minutes or something. And yeah, it is legit one of my favorite sort of QOL skills by put in Sunbreak. Because, well, it makes it so you really don't have to go out your way to get the perma buffs. Which, yeah, considering how annoying that aspect of Rise is, and how overpowered if you do take the time to mess about with it. It does help out quite a bit, especially before you have your final armor set that you want to use during the story, which not entirely sure what to go with there. I know I would have to go a ways into the 4-star stuff for the set I want to go with. Because there are some sets from monsters there that I think does have weakness exploit. I know there's one that has a fair bit of crit eye, or just generally some really nice pieces of armor. Fucking hell, that does like... Alright, enough fluffing around. Lay the smack down on him, little guy. Is Nagakuga in this tier? I can't remember, if I'm honest. We'll find out, because I at least want to get to the mid tier urgent and clear that today if I can. Not entirely sure we would actually get up to Lunagaron today. But I honestly would very much like to. Mostly because I can't remember what bit of a Lunagaron armor it is, but I know there's one, but I think it might be the head. It has like something crazy, like 2 weakness, no, 2 crit eye, 2 something else. Oh, I forgot to put in the thing for the the thing that's essentially taken over from flinch free level 1 in builds. I really hope they actually put that skill in wilds. Then again, I'm still holding out hope that maybe potentially switch skills might end up in wilds, but I also can't see it. Like, some people really like Hunter Rise, yet, well, I suppose it, like, kinda ended up in this game. Just under a different name and coat and paint. And honestly much better executed. But that's a ramble for a different day. Because otherwise we're going to be here till next week. Yeah, this is a fairly stacked sort of group. A hunting horn, which is always amazing, and 2 heavy bow guns. Now, a heavy bow gun and a light bow gun. You don't see heavy bow gun too much in Rise, I will admit. Just cause people probably prefer the speediness of light bow gun and the maneuverability. I mean, you can hardly blame them. And I think one of the edges heavy bow guns had back in World, which was spread ammo builds. I don't really have that too much now, because honestly, spread ammo kinda got nerfed into the ground in terms of its critical distance, and just its range in general. Also, if we don't get to Lunagaron today, remind me to change that line about hoping to get to Lunagaron in the YouTube bod's description. Anna, I don't like saying, oh, I hope we can get to so-and-so, and leave something like that up in a board's description if we get, like, nowhere close to it. You know what I mean? Don't want to be misleading in any sort of manner. That's why, in a stream title, if I say I'm going to get lost, it's because I'm confident that I'm going to get bloody lost. And that's also why I leave Zelda Tears of the Kingdom stream names, or stream titles, rather ambiguous and kind of vague. Because, honestly, I don't really know what I'm doing, well, what direction I'm going to sort of go half the time with that. The only exception this week, cause I do legit want to clear a bunch of shrines and such, cause I could do with the extra stamina and hearts. Oh yeah, that tower, as it gets smashed around by a monster, or whatever, it'll drop stuff. Spearbirds, I think it can do endemic life. Or just, helpful hunter supplies and that sort of thing. After a while, we'll eventually break completely, and that sort of thing. Yeah, I think I can just dodge. That's the thing. Let's see if I can actually get there before some of the people, everyone else. It's close. But superior lance bullshittery leg strength wins the day. Hell fucking yeah. You know one type of equipment that would be cool? A barrel bomb that works like a proximity mine. Like, I can imagine people making good use of that. Now I'm thinking about like what items and mechanics do I want brought into Wilds from World or Iceport? Well, World or Rise. For one, definitely the switch skills, like... I don't think that was just a funny joke cause this game initially released as a Switch exclusive. But it did really switch things up. Because well, just look at Greatsword. it got me to use Greatsword. Gunlance got a tool that any Gunlance main who has played Rise will tell you they did not fucking take off. Like, at all. Let's see. Hang on. What bottle? Like, when in doubt, if you have a metaphorical frog in your throat, as in your throat feels a little bit
counting on you.
Dry or something like that, just gargle it. Just gargle some water or something. It might help. Emphasis on might. I worked in mights and maybes rather than 100%, just in case it turns out to be absolute bullshit and doesn't work at all. Then I can feign ignorance. Okay, I'm gonna try for Shogun Senator again, cause honestly, I do think it's a cool monster. Like, the crab monsters in Monster Hunter are pretty cool. Well, if you're scared of coconut crabs, I would probably, dip for this particular hunt and come back later. Or if you're scared of crabs in general. Because that's probably a thing. Oh, ah, fuck, I forgot. This thing has bleed. Yeah, once again, there are monsters with bleed damage. Including actually the monster that introduced the bleed status to the series. We won't be fighting them till the M4, late in the M4 star stuff. Like, and it's actually a flagship of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Whilst 3 Ultimate was my first Monster Hunter game, 4 Ultimate was when the series really clicked for me. Anywho, Shogun Senator. Big crab with some big meaty claws that can slice your fucking head off if you're not careful. Also, why do I keep giving crabs, burrowing moves? Like, I'm aware, like, when we're actually in sand, they can burrow, but so can most creatures. Out. Okay. So I'll mention bleed status. And, yeah. Basically, what it does is make it so when you use stamina, you take damage. And there are two ways to deal with it. One, use a consumable that gets rid of bleed. In this case, sushi feet, sushi fish, words, and or stand still for a bit and crouch. And once you do for a little while, you'll become immune to bleed again for like probably about 30 seconds to a minute or so. And yeah. Oh look, a gun lance main. I still forgot to equip the damn skill, didn't I? I'll do it after this. Don't know if they're trying to take advantage of rapid, or they might be taking advantage of rapid fire. There we go. Yeah, I was more than picking the shield. I'm picking up Lance for this stream. Because, yeah, this is one of those ones where I generally have trouble dodging some of the moves. And if you can't dodge it, block it. That's why for like a proper Lance-centric build, I would have a good couple of guard-related skills. Like, well, guard and stamina-related skills, I would say are good bets. Like, Marathon Runner would only affect, your charge? Wait. Yeah, you can use it for maneuverability, but Quick Sheath also wouldn't be a bad idea for that either. But I'd say definitely Guard, Stamina Surge, and whatever the one for reducing fixed stamina drain. A difference between continuous and fixed stamina drain. Fixed stamina drain is it will only drain, well, it will drain a fixed amount of stamina. Like your evades and your blocks are at. Continuous is your, well, continuous one. Like your charge and demon mode on dual blades. Hell, on dual blades in general you want, like, I would say put both on there, cause that's actually going to save your butt generally, cause dual blades is very stamina heavy. Then again, I feel like with dual blades, it is rather build heavy. Well, in terms of actually building it, there's a lot you need to put in there. You need to definitely have a sharpness related skill in there, but that's sort of a given anyway with any of the Blade Master weaponry. And yes, gonna make the obvious joke, the bit of it, the backside of it without the shell does look a bit sus, I'm not gonna lie. Like, just look at that fucking thing. If I was monetized, if I was monetized on YouTube, this video would probably get this stream would probably get demonetized. Uh-oh. Shields up. Actually really don't work too well when you have two shields blocking you, so yeah, I just love the fact that we are just fucking I need to heal. Yeah, I just love the fact that we do just fucking stand there with our shields I'm at. Just yeah. Okay. Yeah, looks like it's going in the water cave. I'm not gonna lie, it feels a lot smaller than it did back in 3 Ultimate. But I suppose the water area made it feel, well, the fact that the underwater combat made it feel a lot bigger. But then again, okay, yeah, I've gone a completely wrong way here. Guess we're going up and over. Guess we are going up and over, game. Not fucking sideways. Okay. And it spotted me. Fantastic. Yeah, so depending on the shell, it can do different things. Like, if it has the Gravios skull. And yes, that is a Gravios skull, which is ironic because Gravios does not appear in this game at all. Much like how with Daimyo Hematar, it has a Monobolus skull for a shell, yet that don't fucking show up in this game. Either. You'd think Gravios would show up in this game, cause Visarios does, but hey, this is also people who saw Master Hojo's tiny Tetsukabra, baby Tetsukabra, and thought, we're fighting Tetsukabra. The only thing about that, like, we didn't get to have Tetsukabra as a monster either in Stories 2, so we got cuts in terms of Tetsukabra in both instances there. It do be a bit warm. I'm not gonna lie. Not stupid warm, but still, well, warm in here. Lava Caverns is one with a fish. Don't know where one would actually get access to the Lava Caverns. Oh, that's a lot of shit. Do we have access to the Lava Caverns yet? Or... No, we don't, so... That's probably in the 4-star stuff. Most likely. Most likely, maybe, probably. Most definitely. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today. I suppose probably what it is, like, I had this weird thing where I didn't really do much this morning, but this afternoon I did job hunting and pixel arting and well, that. So I wonder if I've worn myself out at that point. And so my brain's sort of gone into a calming down state. And such, and that's why I'm potentially yawning. I'm just kind of spitballing a bit, so.
Ready for anything. Let's go.
Okay, well, looks like we got a full house. Hammer, dual blades, and sword and shield. Yay. That was good sword and shield. And I'm not gonna lie, the Lunagaron one is pretty damn cool looking. Because I think the actual sword is like a little axe thing. Like, I do like the sword and shield where the sword, like, isn't a normal sword per se. I like how with the Zitsune one, like, it's a fan instead. But the shield's like a weird little bracelet thingy. How far is... Okay, only 5 minutes. Only about 6 minutes in, so... Hey. Oh, that's a good one to widen right into a
I'll be gentle. Promise.
Armadron, if I'm honest. Cause you have a giant fucking fire laser at your command. Yeah, Besarios do that shit young before they mature into a Glabios. And plus, Almadron are weakest to fire, so... Same dealio as usual. Don't step in the golden sludge, that does chip damage to you. And that's Zarathian. I know it's Zarathian because Ravlos don't show up yet. Not quite yet. I mean, the next the M4 star stuff is the sort of flagship sort of tier, so... Which is ironic, because, well, you got Almadron, Gosarag, Base Riser's fucking flagship, and that showing up here. And Ragnar Kadaki. I wouldn't actually mind fighting... Do you know if I can fight Ragnar Kadaki today? I don't know. Like, I don't find Ragnar that hard of a monster, if I'm honest. I forgot to put the fucking skill on again. Yeah, I'm gonna help SNS with the tail, because the Almadron tails are a bit of a bugger to actually cut off, because it's one of those ones where you need to break it first, and then afterwards you can sever it.
It's targeting you. Have a taste of this.
Sweet.
Whatever the fuck I did, it did something, I guess.
Have a taste of this. Here comes the pain.
No. Weird thing is today, like,
Sweet.
I was planning on potentially trying to do a short, but I instead just did some pixel art and start on this week's stuff of Redbubble stuff. Oh, stuff to put on my Redbubble shop. And I did find the other day, like, mess about with the Twitch, clipping system. And it's got me thinking that that might actually make my life easier with, shorts. Because I can, before it expires, go into it and pick a clip out of it, which I could then publish as is, because there's no way to upload stuff to Twitch that's not already on there, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, and I can then maybe in my video editing software format it manually for YouTube and TikTok or whatever. Anna. But the only thing about that is, like, I like putting subtitles on the clips. But I kind of want to keep it consistent between the things as much as I can. Something. Anna. Then again, I kind of have to keep them as is for the Twitch clips anyway. Yeah, you're getting streamer-minded cyber today.
It's coming for you!
So I am sort of musing about it a bit. Anna.
Piece of Percy.
Okay, it's clear that the
Mine now.
See what you
quest leader wanted to capture that, so yeah.
I'll be taking this.
Here comes the messy part.
Whetstone's time.
Mine now.
You know my rules when it comes to
Another
multiplayer
great
hunts
hunt.
nowadays. If a quest leader wants to capture it or is the one that puts down the trap, I go along with it. But if oh shit, damn, but if they're not, and someone who joins in on quest that does it, and the quest leader isn't going along with it, then I don't go along with it. Because honestly, I feel like if you're going into someone else's quest, you shouldn't be like capturing stuff and that unless they specifically show that they want it captured.
I see.
Uh-huh.
You're not gonna get likes that way. But there's more to life than likes anyway. And if you base your whole value on likes in a fucking video game, then yeah, maybe touch grass for a bit. Or hell, to anyone generally, just touching grass is a good idea. And also disconnecting yourself from social media for a bit. Like, I'm not saying you need to go cold turkey from social media for a week of that. But, for couple of hours, you can survive without social media, frankly. Mhm. Anywho, yeah, this urgent is against another subspecies. Aurora Somnicam.
With Cheat for all your questing needs. Yep. Be sure to check the special quest. I look forward to your safe return.
Yeah, don't think too much of this one. Like, if I'm honest, like, I don't think it's that interesting of a monster, and I need but yeah, so also on the camp I don't really think too much of. I don't know. I think there are more interesting ideas they could have gone for than just Somnicanth but ice. Considering it mainly lives in the Frost Islands, which is a nice area, it kind of makes sense, but it's still very... yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go pee, so be right back. Alrighty. I'm back. So if you hear extra whirring in the background, I did just put the other fan I have in my room on. So I have my small desk fan which I use for cooling down my laptop and that sort of thing. I also now have a bigger one in here for generally keeping the place cool. And I'm not gonna lie, it was getting a smidge warm in here. Cause it does get rather warm in here sometimes. Cause just kind of does. You know what I mean? And yeah. Um. Oh, that feels nice. Having a fan in here makes all the fucking difference. Really don't want to have to resort to um the follower system for this one. Not for any real reason other than I don't particularly want to be fighting this one. You always have that subspecies in a um ultimate or an ultimate version once I know or expansion or whatever that you really don't want to fight if you can help it. Not because it's a bad fight. Well, not for any reason other than the fact that you just don't like the subspecies. You could even like the normal monster, but you just don't like the subspecies because it either isn't makes it annoying to fight, or you find the subspecies boring. This definitely falls into I think the subspecies is boring. If I'm honest. I kind of prefer the subspecies that actually change something up gameplay wise. Which might make you question why I don't like Pink Rathians as much as I. But that's because Pink Rathian falls into the boring, but also the subspecies for the sake of subspecies sort of one. Which, I don't fucking like. And such. You know what I mean? Whilst we waiting for potentially some um people to maybe start that up, so I can just do it multiplayer, get it done quick, and literally get on with my life, cause bollocks, I nearly had it. Hold on, I'm trying to do something here. Yeah. Right. There we go. Baby Kohoot. They're cute. Like little ball of adorableness. And yes, I just realised that I forgot to unmute the game audio. Just any cute. Like look at the little guy. So fluffy. Okay, that's enough that's enough procrastinating. Please do not make me have to do this one solo, cause hey, the NPCs I have access to at the moment aren't exactly massively great. We don't really get the really good ones till M4 star. And plus, I don't want to fucking drag on a Somnicanth fight as like anymore that I want to, cause I frankly do not care for a monster. Normal Somnicanth, I'm like, alright, it exists. But Aurora Somnicanth, yeah, it was, like I said, it's a boring subspecies, in my opinion. I really don't know what to say on that one. I just find it incredibly dull. Like, incredibly dull. Like, which is weird, cause Rise does something right by me by just not fucking about with subspecies too much, unless they change, well, not really have subspecies, unless they change up how they are. Hell, I would have greatly preferred Kuro Puke Puke over this thing, cause Kuro Puke Puke, as much of a pain in the ass of a fight, like a tough fight it actually is for me, it's still more interesting. Cause it actually switches up the damn moveset. You know what I mean? And I'd rather have a interesting subspecies that has like new moves and that kick my ass with them than a boring subspecies that barely does anything different, or a subspecies for the sake of a subspecies that is too easy and I'm gonna fall asleep to. You know what I mean?
There's a special quest for you. You'll do great.
Should I do that or should I do Nah, I'm just gonna go sod it and just use Yeah, unlock this guy for this off streamer map. And I want to see how he works. He gets Witch Axe, Charge Blade, and Insect Glaive. I'm gonna equip him with Insect Glaive, see what shenaniganry comes out of that. I think after you do this particular urgent, you do get the other one you can get out. Well, you do start getting requests from the other NPC you can get here.
A song drifts softly over snowy soil,
Something.
bewitching and seducing all those unfortunate enough to be in earshot. And before they even sense it, they find themselves frozen to the ground. Helpless as their life is drained away.
Yeah, it just uses like snow instead of
How the song ends, they will never know.
sleep.
For this minstrel shall never refrain.
Again, I just do not find it that interesting.
Let's go. Mission time.
I've been training for this. Time to show you what I'm made of. I mean, time to
Also, for some reason, Jay is very British sounding.
Let us enjoy ourselves, shall we?
Hey, I am so ready. It's coming for you.
Just talking to you.
Yeah, it really is just summoning camp with like ice beams instead of sleep. Granted, I prefer it over sleep if I'm honest, because sleep is such an annoying stat to deal with. Like, I prefer just be outright paralyzed than fucking sleep bull crap. Good thing I don't plan to actually farm this thing. Because I have a, well, I have Lunagaron in that, in terms of,
Are you suffering from some royal pain? Courtesy of a royal nut.
to be honest, the reason why I gave Jay the insect glaive is to see what the fuck, how the AI actually functions with it. And it seems to actually be doing the insect glaive things. Which is actually kind of impressive. Like, like the follower AI is actually rather decent.
Now's your chance to rise.
Like, especially the ones that are, like Fury, like, they are support-based, which, really, that's what they are, like, support for people who want to, or need to, go single player with a master rank hunt, but aren't necessarily massively confident in it. You know what I mean? Because, honestly, they're really good for, well, certain ones are really good for certain things. Luchika is apparently, well, you equip her with her trademark heavy bowgun, and she'll break every part of that monster outside of the one spot you need to sever. Fury Game's very much a jack of all trades type one, cause, well, yeah. And the ones you get later on in the MR All-Star ones, like, one's very good at keeping monster aggro on them. The other is probably the best support follower in the game. Because not only do they frequently heal you, they also, one of their other weapons is the hunting horn. And yeah, with both of them, to actually unlock them for just follower stuff, well, outside their follower quests, you do need to do their second missions. So, yeah. I love how, like, when the Palicos get the mini Dragonator out, they goes, "Where's my Kitinator?" That's gotta be a reference to the fucking meme that spawned from World, where you just have the commander going, "Where's my Dragonator?" I think I actually played up till that point in World before, well, I stopped enjoying streaming it. I know. There are certain, like, I do like World, I will always say that, but there are definitely issues that make, unless you can solo everything, without any help, which I really can't do. Like, some monsters I can, like... I could probably do chapter and verse on fucking Brachydios, say that much. But, yeah.
Royal pain, courtesy of a royal nut. Keep it on. Really take it. It's targeting you. I'll fight it now.
Yeah, having a fan on here really does make a world of difference while streaming.
Yo, give me a minute, yeah?
Yeah, this is one thing I do really like about the follow as well. They will just teleport to a monster, instantly ride it, and then ride it all the way back to beat the crap out of what you're currently fighting. It just does make life a lot easier. Like, whilst their damage output isn't going to outdo having 2 other actual players there, like, but they will speed up the hunt significantly faster and make it a much of a easier experience than it would be if you were completely solo. Like, that took me 10 minutes.
I got to hunt with Kamura's top hunter. I learned so much.
And the more people you can go hunting with, the more you can improve.
Understood. I can't wait to see who else I can go hunting with.
And plus, it kind of also helps that,
Now you can cut tomatoes in cans.
unlike with Wells characters, I'm actually, well, I feel like Rise actually has characters with proper character.
You know, what we do next is up to you.
If I'm honest.
Is this a lesson in patience?
I think that's part of the reason why I felt like world
That was a great hunt.
pacing like bogs down a fair bit, if I'm honest. Cause like, they are trying to tell an interesting story, but you also need interesting characters to tell the story with. World's characters were not interesting. Rises are at least, like, somewhat interesting. Like, they feel like they have a legitimate, defined personality. Rather than just be, yeah, I'm here to give you a quest, that's about it.
Yeah.
And I think the follow system really helps with that, because they make it so you get a sense for their personality more.
Yeah.
Anywho,
It's a knight's duty to get ripped.
What
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Until next time.
Yay, more quested.
Well, look who it is.
Let us fight for the princess.
Why, hello.
Yeah, for the new ones, like I said, you got Magnamalo and fucking Raknakadaki and Nagakuga. But honestly, it's kind of normal for Nagakuga to be introduced this sort of tier. Like, usually, they're either usually on the flagship tier or just before it. As I got that one, which honestly seems like it would be a bit of a cakewalk. That one, which, is a Gargolem and a normal Somnicanth. Somnicanth's a bit annoying, but at least the sleep aspect makes it a bit more interesting than, well, Aurora Somnicanth. Which is weird, because Aurora Somnicanth has some good weapons with ice element. They're very much the high ice element, low raw option. Got Magnamalo, Raknakadaki, and Nagakuga. And also all these other sort of ones. I definitely can't see us getting to Lunagaron today, so...
How are we doing today?
Also, we can, do a follow quest with Master Oro now.
Next time now.
Oh shit, yeah, you get, Rondine's one as well. I don't really think too much of Rondine as a follower, if I'm honest.
Until we meet again.
Yup. Uh-huh. Good luck.
But, yeah, Rondine as a follower exists. Fuane is definitely the more useful out of the two of our sisters, because, well, he heals. Oh, yeah. Kind of thing. The... I know that... Shogun... Okay, Shogun Hamata Hammer is water element. Okay. Was just wondering about that. Oh, decorations. Do I unlock any new ones, or not? No, not really.
Bye now.
We'll probably do one more quest.
Back to work.
Yeah. in terms of follower ones, much like I did with the J one, those are likely to be done off stream. If I'm honest. Not that this batch is like particularly great. Like, I don't really think much of Arlo as a follower, nor have I really used him as one as much. Same with Rundine. Oh. And I also said a second ago that I think out of her and her sister, Furane's a bit better for hunts. Because honestly, you do want the ones that have more support utility. Like, yeah, Luchika's more offensive, but she's really damn good at part breaking. So if you're doing if you're doing stuff solo to farm a monster, to farm a particular master rank quest, then he's gonna be the one you bring along. Like I said, once you get to the M4-star ones, you do unlock some, follow quests for 2 particular followers. I think 3 actually. But 2 of those are, actually all 3 of them are pretty damn useful. One of them, she can take the aggro off of you pretty easily. Another, is probably the best support one, because she can heal you, and one of her secondary weapons is a hunting horn. And then there's another one whose whole shtick is that he can use any fucking weapon type, including hunting horn. I've even paired the support one with Mr. uses all weapon types before, or double hunting horn. Yeah. Also, I wasn't expecting, like, the AI with Sir J there to actually be rather competent with Insect Blade. I'd just say it was better than the quest you have to do to unlock him as a follower, where he was using his charge blade against a barrier. I think he, like, went into his, oh, I need help mode, like, at least twice. If I'm completely honest. I know. Like, And I think one of the ones you unlock in the M5 star quests, like, has basically brings toads with them. So, yeah. I do quite like the idea of a follower that does mainly use endemic life like that. I think they should also have had one that uses any sort of endemic life. Or thing. Or one that if there's a map-specific endemic life, they specifically make use of it. You know what I mean? looks like I might not be able to do another hunt. Maybe? Hmm. Oh. Well, we got like
There's a
somewhat
special quest
through
for you.
quests today. Like we did the first set of key quests and the urgent for that. We didn't really be able to make a dent in the second lot at all, unfortunately. Unless I
I hope we
get
can talk
what-
again soon.
just one last little check. But yeah, we didn't get to Lunagaron today, which, to be honest, I was kinda guessing that we would. But honestly, hopefully next time we will. So I only really saved doing quests for on stream, such. Cause I'm one of those people that likes to do progression on stream and grind off stream. And such. But yeah. Well, actually something I wanted to talk to you guys about. And that's to do with games I've kind of streamed in the past, but maybe have privacy odds, cause that was back when I was like face cam or something like that, or ones I just ended up stopping after a while. I have like a bit of a. Actually, we might as well have the conversation now, cause I'm just gonna stop the game there for today. So. And just chill. Let me get up the Batsu music. And yeah, have a bit of a talk about this. So I started out on the first month of my streaming journey as a face cam streamer before, well, becoming a PNG tuber. And there were some games from then I sort of privated for VODs for and that sort of thing, or have or started but didn't really get through them or that far into them. So one thing I was wondering if I should try streaming those particular games again. Like start anew on them. Private any old VODs to do with them and just stream them I knew. Type deal. This is more so for games that I did the playthrough of the main game, or the game generally, or the entire game, whilst as a facecam streamer I've since sort of privated, and I don't want to leave those, well, I don't particularly want to leave them sort of unfinished or anything like that. Like, for instance, the Pokemon Violet ones, I no longer have the VODs up for the content up for the main playthrough of it I did, because well, that was the very first one playthrough I ever finished on this channel, believe it or not. But I do still randomly just have the VODs up for the DLC I'm at. That's like one of the main ones I'm thinking about with that. That does mean I would have to private the ones for the DLC. But, yeah. Honestly, with that, I don't mind doing another playthrough of that, because I did really enjoy, Pokemon Violet, actually. The DLC, not so much. Like, I do feel like with that game, the base game did shine a bit more. So, the Indigo Disc DLC was pretty good still. But yeah, also for any other games I streamed during that first month I'm at that. Yeah. I don't know, just something that's just an idea that's been knocking around my head. And such. Like, I'm likely to just put up a poll for that or something like that. But, yeah. Well, and to see what you guys think about that, and that might influence my decision on that one. Because, if I do decide to do that, then honestly, Pokemon Violet would be the first game I would do that for. Because, like I said, I actually quite enjoyed my time with that. And I kind of don't want to just leave the bots for the DLC and other Pokemon related bits that just without the playthrough of the main game being there. And plus, like, if you wanted me to do like that with maybe a twist or something like that, I'd be up for something like that. Like, can only use Pokemon I've used in prior Pokemon games. At least for the main playthrough. Because usually I do the opposite when playing new Pokemon games. I try to avoid Pokemon I use before. And such. Well, if I did decide to do a challenge one where I use Pokemon that I did use in prior Pokemon games, you can bet your bottom quid that Midday Lycanroc is going to end up on that fucking team. One of them served me well back in Pokemon Sun. Then again, like, I think Pokemon Sun had one way wild and wacky team in general in terms of typing. I mean, I have a solid bug type on my team as well. I never use rock and bug types. Yeah, I had both. And I can't remember, like, if in base Scarlet and Violet you can actually use a Phalanx. If so, that's going to be on the fucking team as well. But honestly, that's gotta be one of my favourite Gen 8 Pokemon. You little guys that can fuck shit up when push comes to shove. Especially if you put the right moveset on it. Yeah. That's all an idea that's walking around my brain. Like, my brain's been sort of dubbing them as sort of screen reduxes. Like, them essentially be doing those playthroughs again and that sort of thing. Honestly, with Pokemon 1, I'm tempted to do just anyway as a bit of a challenge run type thing, so that might be fun. It would mean I lose all my shinies though, but knowing how weird my shiny luck is in that game, I'd likely end up with one fucking shiny. But yeah. And that's sort of an idea I have. I figured that it might be an interesting idea. That, and it gives me an excuse to play one of my childhood games again. Like, do a stream of one of my childhood games again. So that's always a win. Any excuse to play Sonic Rider Zero Gravity is a good excuse in my book. Then again, in terms of Sonic, like, after I finished Sonic Frontiers Final Horizon DLC, story, whatever, I do actually want to play, like, the other Sonic game I haven't played. Sonic and Secret Rings. Because I said so many damn times of how I unironically really like that game, despite the awkward controls. But I think that's part of the charm for all the way for me. Like, that it has some really fucking awkward controls. Just adds to the fun of it. Like, Because at the end of the day, I'm not here to play games the most optimal way or min-max the fuck out of everything, or be the very best like no one ever was. Unintentional Pokemon Joe? I was talking about the background of that. But nah. I just play games because I enjoy them. Hell, that's the reason why I started streaming in the first place, because to kind of share my love of games with people. That, and I legit really needed another hobby. Which is ironic, because the Pixar hobby kind of really jumped off from that. I went in with only a hobby of playing video games, and now I have also got a hobby of streaming and pixel art. Fucking weird how this past year has turned out, huh? In a lot of ways. I don't know. I suppose that's another reason why I wouldn't mind, like, doing Pokemon Violet. Like I said, it was the first game where, like, I did a full playthrough of on the channel. Well, I think I can't remember if I weaved Sonic Rider Zero Gravity in between that, but that only literally took me one stream. It's not a long game. You're doing just the normal story mission. But yeah. Hannah. Trying to think of what other games that if I did restart those sort of playthroughs on that, what ones I'd do. One I would definitely do is Good Job, because like when I first became a PNG tuber, that's the game I played during that stream. And plus I quite like that game. It's a weird little game from one of Nintendo's smaller studios or whatever, but still a pretty damn fun one if you ask me. And plus, like, I could literally get a compilation of me slingshotting something through a fucking wall. I wish I was kidding. Like, I legit could. But yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna, before we sign off for the day, quickly bring up the schedule. I am kinda knackered. Yeah, we're doing 4 streams this week. If nothing supernatural happens. But yeah, today was Monster Hunter and such. Well, it is Sonic Frontiers, but we're starting the Final Horizons DLC. Because I want to get a bit on moving with that so I can get onto Sonic and the Secret Rings. That, and I barely got into Final Horizon when it came out. Because I think I hadn't even gone through the main game at that point. So. Yeah. Then Thursday is more Tears of the Kingdom. I know you lot enjoy that one. Enjoy those streams. And frankly, so do I. So that's likely going to be our definite weekly fixture. And then Saturday, a Splatoon 3, because the next Splatfest, which I think is actually potentially the second to last one, but don't quote me on that one. But yeah, we got a Splatfest that day. This weekend. I can't remember exactly the theme was, if I'm honest. I really can't. But, yeah. I might have to play some Splatoon on Friday to get myself, re-familiarized with it. Anyway, the Saturday one's another evening stream on a Saturday, because after last week, I really noticed that I felt more comfortable streaming on an evening on a Saturday rather than during the day. So that's probably just going to be our 8 PM BST is just going to be our stream start time, no matter what the stream is, type deal. Unless it's like very special occasions or something. But, yeah. That is the schedule for next week. I just wanted to, Also, can we talk about, like, Google Chrome having this really weird fucking update, that the profile update? It's really weird. At this point, I might as well, like, it makes it hard to, like, use multiple accounts. Like, emails for stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, part of me is tempted to try out a different browser to see if that just runs better with it. Even if it is just one I use during stream and such. Because obviously I pop out the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat to have those displayed on screen and that. Because I tried having the Twitch chat done through Streamlabs once. Halfway through it started picking up the YouTube chat, so yeah. Well, the solution to that would literally be to have two different Streamlabs accounts, one for each chat, but if I do that for the YouTube chat, you can't see all the profile pictures and that. Not that I can with the Prism Live Studio combined chat on my end. I'll never have it condensed on your guys' end, cause I'm pretty sure that is against Twitch's TOS when it comes to multi-streaming. My knowledge, at least. Anna. I've also wondered about, like, streaming to Twitter and that, cause I've noticed that that's a thing that's, like, a lot of the indie peeps, like, I follow or, boots with, they've done, their, like, multi-streaming on Twitter as well, so, yeah, I've no idea what the whole deal with that. Or is that something only people with blue ticks can do? I don't really know. Honestly, it probably is something people with blue ticks can only do. Knowing certain people who run that site. But yeah. That's all I can really think of. Anna. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, when coming up with this week's schedule, I was having a bit of trouble with it. Like, I knew I wanted to play Monster. I knew I wanted to play Zelda Tears of Kingdom. And I knew I wanted do the Splatfest, cause whenever there is a Splatfest, I do try to stream it. And that. Just cause that's something that has kind of become a bit of a tradition for me. Because it's something that I started, like, back when I was a facecam streamer. Yeah, we're walking back to that nugget again. Such. And that's when I learned I could be a total menace with angle shooting. Be probably one of the most useless subs in the game. Figures I would find some way to be annoying with that thing. But for me, I want to be a little shit. Yeah. Yeah, with the, be doing old playthroughs and that sort of thing, I'll probably stick a poll on it. Stick up a poll on that. Not just on Twitter this time, but also on the YouTube side, because I feel like you guys, especially people who were around back then, might want a bit of input on that one. So, and not everyone has Twitter. Yeah. I kind of want to not just rely on Twitter for that sort of, like, exclusively. Cause I noticed Twitter ain't really, I don't know. It's worth it for the interacting with other people's side of it, but for actually growing as a stream, Honestly, I don't think it really does you that many favors. If I'm completely. I'm not really seeing too much crossover with that. Personally. But then again, I don't know how much my follower base is actually just bloated out with either bots or people that are just looking for me to commission them, which I'll never fucking do, cause like, if I ever do commission something, likely I won't, cause I do make my own shit. I would literally go out hunting for one rather than have a ton of them summoned, because honestly, trying to force your commissions down sounds fool-like. Especially if they're pretending to be a friend, your DMs and that sort of thing, or begging you through your DM. That just rubs us up the wrong way. Makes us want to go, yeah, no, and metaphorically slam the door in your face. Like, I know there's one that, like, I was only moods getting my DMs on. I think I was a moot with for a while, but they only really contacted me when they wanted DMs, and I think the last time they talked to me through DMs were just like, oh, God, I need a mercy DM, da 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 da. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I did feel a bit insulted. I am a person, not a fucking emergency wallet. Like, but after I sort of realized that, I did just unfollow them. Cause, well, if they're gonna be like that, then yeah. Well, I'm not gonna lie, part of me is curious. Part of me is tempted to just make a house where I literally just go, I do not need fucking commissions. And if I ever do, I will seek you. I'll seek someone out. If so, if you follow me purely because you think you can get a commission out of me, leave. Like, I am highly tempted to do that, just to honestly kind of clear my follower base of that sort of person. Like, if they're there legitimately because they like hear my random thoughts, or seeing me engage in Twitch shenanigans and that sort of thing, yeah, then they're more than welcome to stay. Art person or not. But if they're only there to try and get a commission out of me, then frankly, I don't really want them there. Like, I want people to be fair for who I am rather than what I am, if that makes sense. Like, because there have been times in my life where people have sort of pointing to me saying that, oh, he has so and so, he never gonna get into a mainstream secondary school or something like that. And yeah, I proved their ass as well, because not only did I go to a mainstream secondary, I then went to a college and then university, and now I have a fucking degree. So remind me when I actually start making my next set of like expressions on that to make one of me flipping the bird. Because frankly, I feel like I'm gonna need one. And I just get the feeling I would. Because I go, fuck you in the face of, saying I can't do a thing just because I have, I'm autistic or I've got ADHD and that sort of thing. And I kind of flip the bird off at the meta as well. But, we all fucking know that I do that one now. Yeah. Anywho, yeah, I was gonna end 20 minutes ago, wasn't I? I don't know how my out feels whenever he says, oh, just 5 more minutes, an hour later. An hour ago. Sometimes you do just get going on the subject and just go for another fucking 20 minutes. Huh. I don't know, weird. I suppose the things us streamers can relate to on, like, no matter how big or small you are. But, yeah. Anywho. I think I'm gonna actually end properly now, so as always, thank you all for coming and hanging out with me. Doesn't matter if you've been lurking, chatting, or vodding. You're all awesome here, and you'll always be welcome here. Hope you'll stay safe and have an amazing rest of your day. Good night, everybody, and see you tomorrow for Sonic Frontiers. Have a great day, buddy. Good night. Good night. Night, night. Don't let insert bed phobia thingy here. Good night.